What's up everybody, my name's Surti and welcome to the Planetcraft, and also welcome to the very first video, gaming video that I've ever made. So let's see how this goes. I have played Planetcraft for quite a bit before. I've got about 230 hours in game. The game is a first-person crafting survival game, and you need to terraform a planet from very brown and dusty to what you're seeing on the screen now. It's good fun, and it's only been developed by two guys. It's in early access and available on Steam. So let's dive right in. We'll start by clicking on play. We'll create a new game. We'll leave everything as standard. And this video will be just an introduction, getting started. So load our new save. And this is where we find ourselves. Desolate. Alright. So at the beginning, it's good to have a look at the first steps, which are up in the left top corner, starting with crafting the backpack tier 1. I think what I'll do is the backpack tier 1 and the oxygen tier 1 at the same time. For that you go to the crafting station. Backpack tier 1 needs 2 iron, oxygen tier 1 needs cobalt and iron and magnesium. I don't think I needed titanium, but I'll get some anyway. Iron. You always need iron. Now what you need to also do is watch your bottom left hand corner where your vitals are. You have health at the top, hydration below that, and at the bottom oxygen. Right now I'm running out of oxygen. How much space do I have? To open your inventory you press tab. Let's head back and see what I can build with what I've got. So first things first, backpack. And if you check, you need to equip your gear, so the backpack goes into your gear by clicking on it. And then we can have a look at, okay, I need a magnesium for the oxygen. Magnesium. You'll get to know what the different items are. So cobalt looks like this. Magnesium is kind of a spiky little rock like this. Silicon has this little point on it. And iron is just a rock with a little bit of flickery stuff on it. Right. And this is ice. Ice is good because we'll need water at some point. Okay, so we equip our oxygen tank, and then we go tab and equip it. Now that increases our oxygen storage from 100 to 145. The backpack actually increased our inventory capacity by 4. Backpack tier 2 adds another 4 or 8 onto that. I can't remember exactly. So next step, microchip and construction microchip. So let's get that out of the way. Construction microchip, I just need 2 magnesium and magnesium. So to collect, you just click while pointing at the item. You have to get close enough that you can actually pick it up. Need another magnesium. I collect a lot of iron because you need a lot of iron, especially while you're building. And grab one of those because the next step will require some silicon. How much iron do I have? Yeah. Grab another one on the way back. So yeah, I'm not speedrunning this. If I was, there would be power and drills all over the place already. This is just an introduction to get you into the game. So the construction microchip allows you to build things. You equip that as well, and the next item to deliver is a living compartment. Now what I'd like to do is, just in this direction you can see that we have a wreck up on the mountain. I'll get a little bit closer. I think I'll build my first living compartment maybe over here. It'll allow me to build above the rocks, and I'll get the living compartment door at the same time. Super. Okay, so now you have your access to your construction menu. Your construction menu have your living compartment, your door, stairs, lights, foundation, which you will use a lot later on. Also, you have a T2 crafting station. It's really important to get that built ASAP, because you will be wanting to do crafting. The other thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have storage. So we'll just put a little storage crate next to it, because you're going to be putting things in that you aren't using all the time and items that you're collecting. So the next thing is to build a drill tier 1 in your construction menu by pressing Q. Wind turbine you need for power, drill you need iron and titanium. So let's go and grab a couple of irons and some titanium. Now with this game, as you advance, you'll be able to spread out further. The map it's not massive, but it is at the beginning. So the first thing, let's sort out our drill T1, which was the next task. And to power it, we're going to pop a wind turbine up over here. Super. That means that we can now build a terraformation screen. For the terraformation screen, iron, cobalt and silicon. Cobalt. Grab a bit of ice while I'm out. Silicon. Have I even collected any iron? Yes, I haven't. Oh, I've already got one. Always keep an eye on your vitals levels, because you can die. It doesn't mean that you are finished the game unless you're going on a really hard level, but you do drop all your, well, some of your stuff in a crate, and if you're not sure where you were when you dropped it, it makes it a little difficult to get back. So onto the terraforming screen. The terraforming screen is wall mounted. You can see the table mounted ones have a little stand, the wall mounted ones don't. So we'll stick that up so we can start monitoring how we're doing. Right, immediately we need more power. So we'll run out here, put up another wind turbine, might as well get another one going while we're here. And you can see our terraformation 17 Ti, which is only being the only part that's giving us the Ti right now is the pressure, because we've only built a drill. We're going to be building more, and we're going to be building higher level or higher tier drills later on. But first, the basics. So the next thing we need to do is craft a blueprint screen. As I said, we need a table for that, and I do have the iron for a table. And we can just slot it in as far back as possible. What do we need for this blueprint screen? We just need another iron. Okay. Iron. Always good to, cool. Now these storage crates pop up around the map. They have useful stuff in them, food, blueprint chips. Food's important. We'll need the seeds eventually. We do need some iron. Let's just grab both of them. We can come back for the rest at another time. So, blueprint screen. Just going to pop it down over here, and now we can go and see where our unlocks happen. Right now we're only producing pressure, so the next thing that'll be unlocked at 70 nanopascals. I'll go through those. We might as well go through them now. TI is just a terraformation index. Oxygen is measured in parts per, and this is quadrillion. I assume it'll go to billions and millions. So parts per quadrillion. Heat is measured in Kelvin. This is picokelvin. The next step up would be nanokelvin, and then microkelvin, and then Kelvin. 0 Kelvin basically is just minus 256 degrees Celsius or something like that. Can't remember exactly. I think you would eventually have to get it up to about 288 or 280, somewhere around there, for Earth's average temperature. Oxygen would be, gosh, 100,000 parts per million for a living environment, and pressure would have to be about 100 kilopascals. So yeah, obviously there's a long way to go. While we're here, we do have a blueprint microchip that we picked up, so we can decode that, and we get agility boots. Now that's handy because that allows you to walk a lot faster. Unfortunately, we need fabric and aluminium for that, so we'll have to get back to that. We also do need... Did I pick everything up out of our other container? I don't think we did. This is the stuff you start with. Seed lermas are pretty rare, so important to keep hold of them. Water we can produce, food we've got. Okay, well, we need to drink some water, so we might as well. You right click on the item in your inventory to, or in a container, to consume it, and that's just topped up our hydration level. Okay, let's drop these off for now. We don't really need them immediately. We can, in fact, with the ice, we can just go to our crafting station and make a little extra water. We are going to need them for growers, the ice growers as well. We'll keep that one on us. Food level's still okay, water's okay. Oxygen is replenished when we're inside our living chamber, wherever you might have one, and you can have multiple living chambers. Also, very handy to note that you can extend, which now gives me space for heaters and food growers, planters. Okay, next item is a heater, and for the heater, if we go into the build menu, the heater needs iridium. Now, iridium can be found, there's an area over there at the Sand Falls, which we will get into later in the series, or you can find them in containers or wrecks. So I know for a fact that just over this way is a golden crate, which golden crates are pretty rare. I think there's only 14 in the map as of the butterflies and bees update, but they contain kind of high level or next level items. We've just unlocked oxygen tank 2. Right, so we'll grab the seed lerma, because it has a 600 multiple oxygen multiplier. We will grab the iridium, rod, get some aluminium. We don't need the super alloy as of yet, and then just head back before we run out of oxygen, because incredibly wisely I didn't bring an oxygen capsule, but that's okay, we will make it. So the controls, WASD for moving, mouse, and then to run you hold the shift key. Okay, so let's see, what do we need to get our first heater? Okay, the heater chews up energy, so we're going to put it down, and we're probably going to be out of energy. Ha! No, it was that extra one that I put up. So now we're starting to generate heat, and you can see we have 3 picokelvin, and this was the last unlock on the pressure side of things, so we can upgrade ourselves to have an oxygen tank 2, which will increase our oxygen storage from 145 to 200. And for that we need titanium, 2 magnesium. There's a titanium. I need to go and grab 2 magnesium. Wow, where's all the magnesium? Am I missing something? There's some. Alright, well, we have a box that has a magnesium in it. Oh, hello, boy. That is socks. And we do have what we need. Okay. So into our crafting station, you'll see that you need the oxygen tank T1 in order to build the T2. So what you can do is press tab, go into your inventory, click on the backpack, which pretty much unloads everything that you had on you. Let's just drop this and pick up the backpack. And now what have I dropped that I need? Titanium and magnesium. Do I have space for it? No. Right, tell you what, let's offload some of the stuff that we don't need immediately. Magnesium, titanium, pop in here, and where did it go? Ah, there, right. And now we can build T2 and equip it. I don't know, we don't have the tier 2 backpackers yet. That'll come shortly, but we might as well get the exoskeleton done. That gives us a few more slots in the gear section, which will come in very handy before we head up the hill. So what was the requirements? Titanium, silicon, magnesium. Let's see if there's anything left in this container. Silicon, magnesium, titanium. Convenient. You can deconstruct those cases once you've got your deconstruction chip, but we're not going to do that right now, so we're going to build that, and we are then going to equip it, and now we have more slots for gear. Our backpack T1 hasn't, I think it was kicked out when we were doing the oxygen tank. And let's have a look at where we are. The next unlock. Okay, we need to get our terraformation index to 300 Ti. We're at 191 in order to get backpack 2. So in the meantime, we'll start working on other stuff. We already have, do we have the, we don't have this. Okay, so we need another magnesium. We need another 3 magnesium. And a silicon. Wow, pretty bright. Okay, we're having an event. This is just a storm, so nothing to worry about. But I think your health is affected if you're out in a storm. It also makes things more difficult to find. Silicon. Magnesium. Magnesium. Let's just grab another silicon while we're out. And there's an iron. Okay, so we head back to base. Got lost for a second. This does happen, so always keep an eye on where you are. Deconstruction microchip, that means we can break things down and recover the materials, and then the torch, which we're going to need for the inside of wrecks because they get really dark. Activate the torch with the F key, and you first need to equip it. So pop it into your gear, and then pressing F, switch the torch on and off. Okay, deconstruction, you roll your mouse wheel to be able to deconstruct, and it will ask you if you want to deconstruct whatever you're looking at. Generally, you don't want to have that on. And you have to be careful that when you deconstruct, make sure to change back to the construction tool. Okay, where are we now? Veggie tube. We need a veggie tube. Veggie tube T1, we need another magnesium. Magnesium. Looks like the closest one. And to get the veggie tube working, we'll also need a seed, and we have that golden seed that we got out of the golden crate with the huge multiplier, so we'll grab that and we'll build our T1 veggie tube right in the corner, and click on the seed to drop it into the veggie tube. We still have enough power. Oh, that's another thing we can build now, would be the energy levels. Oh, another magnesium, good grief. Wouldn't perhaps have one in here, would I? No. But we can grab a few things out of here. We don't need to come in there anymore. Grab another one while I'm out here. I have a feeling I'm going to need it. Super. And it's also table mounted, so we have enough space, which is why I put the other screen to the side. There are more screens that will be coming, so alright, so now we can see we're consuming 3.35 kilowatts, we're producing 3.6 kilowatts, we have 0.25 kilowatts available. We are moving along with our terraformation. 370 Ti. Oxygen is moving now, heat is moving, pressure is moving, and now it's all about building more and upgrading. I think we'll leave this video here and continue in the next one. And my food level's low. I actually have food on me. Right click on the food. Food is full. Food restores 40 health. Each of these bars is basically 100, except obviously the oxygen has now been upgraded to 200. Water basically fills the water, and it can be made using ice in the crafting station. So for oxygen capsules, cobalt, water capsules, just one ice. And as soon as we get some fabric, which we will probably find up the hill, we'll build our agility boots to help us run faster. But yes, that's where we're going to leave it for now, and in the next episode we will take on boosting it to reach blue sky level. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Hit that bell icon for notifications so that you don't miss any of our new videos that will be coming out. Thanks for joining me, and till next time, cheers.